Yo, what's up guys, it's Jake Gordon again. I know it's been a while, I'm still super sick, believe it or not. And yeah, I'm super sick, but I need to get back into making content. I'm super busy with stores, blah, blah, blah. Even got into some Bitcoin investing, believe it or not, and it's super exciting. But the main point of this channel is how to help you guys to do this with Google Shopping in the shortest possible way, ideally, and obviously making it super profitable without, wasting money on Facebook ads, all that kind of stuff. So in this video, I'm going to give you a super dumbed down version to hit this number, 100k a month, just for Google Shopping in the fastest possible way. Now, right off the bat, I know many people are having some hard times with Google. I see it in my YouTube comments all the time. I see it in big Facebook groups that I'm in. It's your fault you guys are getting suspended with Google. I promise you, it's nobody else's fault. So stop moaning, stop complaining. Like, I'm not going to make videos on, boring merchant center setups, how to get unsuspended. That's not my thing. There's many other YouTubers that do that. I think there's a dude called Alex. I can't even remember, but I'm not into, doing that kind of stuff. So please do not tell me to do these kind of videos. I might do in the future, but I can't really see it being happening. It'd be the most boringest thing ever. And I'm not trying to be boring. I'm trying to teach you guys how to scale. Yes, you do need to have a merchant account obviously ready, but Google it, you'll find it. I have got a video in my course obviously on how to prevent suspensions, all that kind of stuff, but do not buy it if you're just going to moan and be complainers, because I promise you, I've looked at, some people have DM'd me and I've took the time to look up, stores, blah blah blah. They're not they're not good for, they're spammy, they've not got the correct contact us information, and they say they look like dropshipping stores. You do not want to make your store look like dropshipping stores. So you don't want to be using like gem pages to the extreme. You don't want to be using fake timers. You don't want to just make your store look like a dropshipping store, or you're going to get suspended. So stop the madness, okay? Stop it. Okay, we're okay. So Google Ads as a whole is super simple. Like, it's way more simple than Facebook, and that's where I've made 99.99% of my money from, revenue, profit, just from Google Shopping. I don't do Facebook ads. I do a little bit of remarketing, but I don't do any Facebook ads, man, to be 100% honest. Like, I do Google Shopping ads, and that's it. A little bit of search, and a little bit of Bing, but it's just Google Shopping where where you see me post about these stores. That's where it's all coming from, and you guys already know that. How do Google Shopping ads work? Let's think of it in a nutshell. Like, if you're a customer, let's go in a customer's set. If I'm looking for a product, and if I'm not going to Amazon, eBay, or whatever right off the bat, which most people aren't, people still think people do that, but trust me, they wouldn't, or this wouldn't be a thing, right? So if I'm a customer, and I've done this myself, and I'm sure many of you have as well, so I go on Google and I type in a product. Like I said, we'll go over a couple of products. We're going to go over the famous ab stimulator. A lot of you guys will say this is saturated product. Jake, how is this still selling? It doesn't work like Facebook. If I see that product on my Facebook feed all the time, it's saturated product. But with Google, like, I'll bring you guys a couple of examples on the screen in a minute. If people are still selling it, think about it, right? If I'm running a product in Google Shopping, and I just know this from running thousands of products in the past and still right now, and other people's accounts as well. If you're running Google Shopping ads and it's not making any money, so if we look at the ab stimulator and it's not making any money, do you think we would not test another product, right? So if that product truly is saturated and it can't do this, and by the way, that product can do this by itself, I promise you that, right? I'm still selling this right now, but I'm not doing that with it, just because there's too many, like, in my opinion, you would have to do maybe, more optimized, maybe a one product store to kind of control the market. But I know there are stores doing that just off this. So back to the matter of the point, like, if I'm running ads and I'm not profitable, I would not be running that product in my campaign. So I promise you, people are still selling this, people are still making money off the simplest products you think would be saturated from Facebook, and that's facts. But on Google, I've literally got 4 examples of this product, and there's many more, right? There's many more. Like I said, these guys wouldn't be selling it if it's not profitable. It's that simple. They'll be testing something else. And these guys have been selling this for 3-4 months. I've been watching them because I'm competing with these guys. So they're still selling it. I'm still selling it. We're still making money. And it's how you do that's a different matter. But we're going to show you exactly how I would pinpoint this product that would be saturated, how I would add that to my campaign. I'm not going to show you the campaign, but how would I do that? And what would I do, to really call it description wise, blah blah blah. Another thing is, how do you choose your descriptions, your titles? Because as you know, Google is, descriptions title based. It's not Facebook. You can't run anything. You can't run a product calling it just like whatever, right? You have to call it, what it is, because people are typing for it. If I'm calling a smartwatch an ab stimulator, and I'm searching smartwatch, I'm not going to see an ab stimulator, right? It's not the way it works, right? And if you are calling your smartwatch ab stimulator, I'd be very, very worried, right? Because you're not going to do well, obviously. So how does it work, right? I like to make hybrid versions of what's already working. So I don't go out there and write my descriptions anymore. Nah, that shit's 3 years ago I used to do that stuff, but that's not optimized, right? Let's copy what's working, but don't copy, because then you're going to run into number one, which is getting suspended. You got to make hybrid versions, you got to make better versions. That's how you can beat these competition. But if you just copy and paste, you will get suspended pretty fast. There's no copy and pasting anymore, because you're going to get suspended. Even changing like images and all that kind of stuff might be guaranteed to work even better. But ideally, it's the description and the title. You can't just copy and paste. One, because even if you did copy and paste and you didn't get suspended, you would just be a shittier version. They've got more data than you. But number two is, you need to beat these guys, and Google are going to know if you're copy and pasting. Like, they're very good at catching this. You want to make it better, and obviously if you make it better, you're going to sell better. You're going to outrank these guys, and you're going to be able to scale it much faster. So ideally, I'll look at the top 3 to 5 ads. So I'm going to bring up 1, 2, 3, 4 of them, right? So these are the 4 ranking things in the UK right now for ad stimulators. And guess what? One of these might be mine. One of them might not be mine. But regardless of the matter is, they've got a couple of different variants. Like, these guys have the arm things as well. Like, you can sell this, for example. This is like a more brandy one. These guys have been around for ages. HighStreetTV.com. They're kind of like a general store, but they're kind of like a brandy general store, even though these guys are probably still drop shipping. But you can see from this screen, these guys, it doesn't look like a drop shipping store. Like, they've got Sky, blah, blah, blah. I don't recommend putting up this kind of stuff up, but these guys are literally, they look legit, right? So when I see this store, it looks legit. Most dropshipping stores, kind of like this one, it doesn't look that legit, but it's still fine to run. I'm talking about you guys when you send even worse than this. Google don't like to see that. But anyways, you can sell this with, the EMS, the abs and arms as well, kind of stuff. But we just want to look at the abs kind of only kind of thing, because we can focus on different variants as well, and that's absolutely fine. But like I said, I open up 3 to 5, so I've opened up 4. So I'm really looking at what are these guys, description and title, right? So if we look at this one, for example, muscle stimulation set, okay, that's pretty good. EMS, I know EMS comes a lot, I don't even know what that means. I think it's something to do with electromagnetic or something, but it definitely triggers product like this, for example, their EMS, so the ultimate EMS ab and muscle trainer, right? So I'm seeing that again, body abs trainer. So it's pretty obvious how I would make a hybrid version of this one. I'm going to call this one like muscle stimulation EMS ab trainer kit, right? So I've took like a hybrid version. I've not copied and pasted any of these. I've took like a better version in my opinion, and that's given me the best possible chance of ranking. So that's what I would do for the title. Super simple. Making a better version of all the ones that I've opened up and put all their keywords together. Same with description. So if I look, I might take parts of the description up, and then I might take parts of other people's description up. Same with the images. I might grab this image. I don't really like images like this because it can kind of make it like false claims. That's kind of like a fine line to cross. But obviously this guy is running Google Shopping ads, so he's fine. But just be very careful if you're doing a product like this to not get suspended, because this is kind of like not realistic, especially if they've put like a time zone in here. Let's just pretend it is the same guy, which it probably isn't. But if you put like in 30 days, probably going to get suspended because that's obviously fake. But yeah, I would just take different parts of the description, put them in my title, and then guess what? I've got a hybrid version. That's in my campaign. I'm testing it, and I'm hopefully scaling it to an SPC. Super simple. But you cannot just add, and for example, look at this image. This image is fucking trash, man. It's photoshopped the fuck. But this guy's ranking, and guess what? He's making sales because he would not be here. Super simple. But you cannot just add this product and just start running it. You need to have the margin, right? So like I said, I always start off with eBay. You don't guys have to start off with eBay. You guys might have had a bad experience with dropshipping from eBay off the start. It's not the end goal, it's just the start. But to get your feet wet, let's just pretend, let's open up this one, see how it looks. There's many. People always say, oh, what happens if it sells out, Jake, blah, blah, blah. Look how many there is, man. Like, there's hundreds, man. And this goes on and on and on. There's hundreds, okay? Anyways, so for this one, we're just getting the ab stimulating pack, which is fine. That's all we really want to sell. I think they sell you with the kind of arms as well, which they do. So I think this is actually everything, believe it or not, for £10, so whatever, right? Can we make it margin? So like I said, my minimum margin is £20 GBP. I like to find stuff higher than that, right? But for this one, we're just looking at £20 minimum GBP. So can we sell this, by itself? So he's selling the abs only for $29.99. Like I said, with this one, I think we get the full abs and arms, so 45. This one is selling it for 48, blah, blah, blah. So we can sell this at $39.99, even 45 or 44, whatever, 99, and make 20-30 pound GBP margin while still be competitive, which is what you want to do, because you don't want to charge too low and have no profit margin, but you don't want to charge too high and nobody buys, because why would they buy it like double, triple the price? I'm competitive there. I've got my minimum margin, but also I've got that hybrid version that's going to make me have the best possible chance to not get suspended because I'm not copying, but copy what's working, but copy it a better way, so I can, hopefully do this with just a few of these products. Like I said, you could probably do this by itself with just this product. I've never been successful to scaling this product to 100k by itself a month, but it's definitely a 10 to 30k a month GBP product, to be 100%. If you get it right, you got to get it right though. Okay, you got to get it right. You got to get an SPC. You got to get on target ROAS. But it's as simple as that, dudes. That's really my strategy. To keep it, this is the simplest strategy. Obviously, you can go much further, but this is the simplest strategy when I'm starting out a brand new store. This is what I'm doing when I'm doing my product research. Okay, this would be number one's done. Now I'll move on to the next one if I'm doing a general store. But this obviously works well in a niche store by itself. Like obviously this one is a little bit more branded. They've got their own kind of like logo on it, but it's the same product. But they can charge a little bit higher, right? So they're probably getting this for £10, £15 max. They've got now 40 to 35, well 35 to 40 pound GBP margin because they've took the next step. But you don't need to do that. I promise you don't need to do that. Like as we can see here, this is literally the same product, the exact same product. This guy's scaling it super hard. I've been competing with this guy for a while. And yeah, scaling super hard, super simple. So that's really all you want to do to kind of, hit those kind of margins. Because what I will say with the margin, going back to the margin, if you do a $20 margin like most people do, okay, it's fine, but think about refunds. It's 3% refund rate on average, probably more if you're dropshipping, let's be honest, maybe 5%. Merchant fees, cost per conversion, you might be left with nothing, you might be unprofitable, you probably will be unprofitable because that's like £15 GBP and I do not like to scale with that. Yeah, also make sure it's coming in a timely manner as well when we're looking at our eBay supplier. So this might not be the best one. It's coming in, it's a 12th day as you can see. Yeah, it's coming in 6 days. Fine to scale, absolute fine. 6 days is fine. My max is really 10 days right now, but I could probably find it much faster if I click on this one. Let's just have a look. It's a different kind of variant. Okay, it's a little bit longer. It's actually 7 days, but still within a week, which is absolutely ideal. I can definitely scale that without running into problems. And ideally, I don't want to be dropshipping off eBay once I'm scaling anyway, so I can get that much faster. But you can definitely start with that. Okay, so we're not doing 30 days. We're not doing 40-day delivery because you will get wiped out. I promise you. Yeah, if you're doing a general store, like I said, do this 10 to 30 more times. Okay, so I found one there. Start a general store with 10 to 30 products. Ideally, you want to go for 30 because you have more variant and you can get there faster, but you don't need, like I said, you only need one winning product to hit this, okay? And that's got the potential to do, a third of that, 3 more products, you're at that. Super simple, but you got to get in the trenches, you got to, get your feet wet, and you got to stop getting unsuspended because it's your fault you're getting suspended. I can't help you with suspensions, I promise you. Like, there is people out there that focus on suspensions. I don't focus on suspensions because I don't get suspended. It's as simple as that. So instead of crying to me or crying to everybody else why you're in the right and Google in the wrong, I promise you, you're in the wrong because there wouldn't be people like me scaling stores if we were in the wrong, right? So I just go and please read for your own benefit the Google suspension, merchant, blah, blah, blah. There's plenty of pages Google have to try and not get suspended. And sometimes you have to obey by all those rules. Like I said, I don't have to obey by all of them. I can get away with some stuff. Like some people can get away with more than me, that is. But sometimes if you're, getting suspended all the times, you're going to have to put like everything that they require. For example, the contact us page, you only need 2 out of 3, but Google say you need 3 out of 3. So for example, address, phone number, and email. I don't need to put my address. I get away with 2 out of 3, but if you keep getting suspended over and over again, guess what? You're probably going to have to put 3 out of 3 now. Is what it is. So just fix that, and obviously, because if you keep getting suspended, you're never going to get your feet wet in this. Like I said, I think this is the greatest opportunity of the lifetime. To be honest, like we've never had an opportunity where you can make money like this from home without anything, just with a laptop, computer, whatever. Yeah. Do that strategy, rinse and repeat. I hope you guys got some value. Hopefully I'm back making videos. I'm trying to, keep the schedule clean, but I've been super sick, whatever, don't cry for me. But I want to come back to making videos. Obviously, it keeps me motivated, seeing you guys like and subscribe. So if you're new, make sure you like and subscribe. But I hope this give you some value, and I hope this can help you scale as, we approach this. Well, we are in the new year now, so it's 2021. So let's make 2021 the best year for ecom on Google Ads, and I'll see you in the next one.